Looks like it never stopped streaming. Is this gonna work? Hey, there you go. All right, Lunatic. It should be working. It should be ultra low latency. Let me know. Sorry for those on Twitch who kept getting kicked out. Hopefully that wasn't too bad. Hey, Indy. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, Lunatic, that should be better. Let me know if it's better. It should be a lot faster. Say something and then I'll respond. Hey, Casey. Yep, you lurk. You go do your D&D thing. Testing 3. That's the latency on that. You getting really low bit rate? I am dropping some frames. No, hopefully it doesn't have to do with my ultra low bit rate now on YouTube. Hold up. 17 seconds is much better than 45. My bit rate's not bad. I mean, my bit rate, Indy, is like 6,000. I mean, it's dropping a few frames, but I've got an echo. That one I shouldn't have. Oh, you know what? Okay, I know why I have an echo. I have an echo because, okay. I know why I have an echo. Sorry. It's because I have all these streams open. But it's really quiet? Really? Okay. All sorts of problems. I'm showing my normal dB rate. Looks like it's okay on the Twitch side. I'm assuming on the YouTube side maybe there was some sort of echo. But hopefully it's not too quiet. Is it still too quiet, Lunatic? Anyway. Yeah, it looks like YouTube has a couple weird things going on. Okay, good. All right, we're going to go for it. Twitch side's running fine. YouTube side's running fine. We're going to call it. I think we're good to go. Thanks for the troubleshooting there. Okay. Oh, I did create this. This is going to break probably. Okay, I'll wait for you, Indy, while you rebuild your PC. Oh, yeah, it's because... Gotcha. There was an echo because I had the stream open in the background of my computer. But yeah. Okay, so I had it break because ultimately it was looking for this. I hadn't replaced this with my new thing here. That's no big deal. All right. I just missed a swap weapons. I think this is going to be okay. So this is going to be my first battle test, like testing in the battle time. Yeah, much better than 45. Good. We'll see how it works. And I've also got my vertical stream up running over here so I can see the vertical folks. Hey, Brian. Hey, Joel. I'm sorry about your lamp. Hopefully things are going well. All right, cool. Look at them beautiful enums. I know. I need a beautiful enums emote. That sounds pretty cool. Yeah, don't forget thermal paste. You can substitute toothpaste for thermal paste. Dr. Pepper does not work as well. Toothpaste, good, though. So, all right. So let me walk through real quick where we're at. I think we're going to be close here. But, yeah, so I have added the button to the screen so you can see when I'm hitting buttons for the most part. Mainly for debugging, so I can make sure the button's registering. That code is within my input handler, so I can kind of just see when the inputs are kind of coming in. And you see how this is a little bit fit sensitive. The nice thing is I can easily open this up now, turn down the sensitivity, get back in the game, and it is no longer overly sensitive. Killer. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. All right. Very good. So menus all work pretty well now. Everything looks pretty much nominal from a menu perspective. I can switch weapons now. I can assign magic. I can switch armor. All of that looks pretty good. I can assign accessories. And then I can leave the menu. And then I set up an area. No more annoying race conditions. Everything is A-okay now. There are no race conditions. Everything is much more tightly controlled. So yeah, it's in much better shape. And then the only thing I can't move around anymore. I used to be able to move around while I was in the menu. I figured that probably wasn't the best thing. Camera might be okay. I might turn camera back on while you're in the menu. In fact, I may be able to do it just live because we have that pretty cool ability now. Let's see. So this is for right joystick, and we're gonna do camera here for right joystick. Let's see if that works. We might just get it. Not quite. Yeah, it's so much better, honestly. It's really nice being able to kind of control this stuff. Oh, right joystick behavior camera. Oh, this is mode shift. None. I don't want mode shift. I just want right joystick behavior. Look at that. It is a little sensitive. Pretty cool, though, that I can go from not having a functionality in my game to having a functionality in my game in a matter of seconds, you know? Pretty sweet. I'm going to turn this one back down to 52. I might need to just hard code change the sensitivity on the camera. I guess I could go 75. Maybe it's not bad. I mean, I think a lot of people will play at like 75 or so, maybe even 100. So yeah, it feels pretty good. And it's really nice that I can just change it, right? Kind of on the fly. I don't have to worry about getting everything perfect, because if someone wants more sensitive joystick, they can do that. Yeah. So that's pretty sweet. And then I set up a little area to actually go enter battle when you get to there. It's not going to work, most likely. That's what I figure. Most people will play at 100, and that's what I'll set it as. I need to check, because my character isn't stopping when I enter battle. That's the screen you're seeing, is I'm falling. So I need to I need to make sure that doesn't happen. Okay. So that's what I'm going to do real quick, is just set up a quick cutscene. All the cutscene's probably going to do is take my character's velocity to 0 to make sure they stop. It doesn't work. Yeah. It's good enough. It works mostly. Oh, tiptoe. I actually have a video of that, Indy, of me singing Tiptoe Through the Tulips. I think it's on private. I'll share it just for you guys. Don't tell anyone about it, though. But I do have a video of me singing Tiptoe Through the Tulips. Oh, 1 second. Let me see if I can find that video. It's an old video from college. Lunatic, why not? It's a good song. Here you go. This is from 2012. Dang it, my bad, Lunatic. I won't do it again. All right, here you go. I'll mainly share it to Twitch side, because Lunatic wants nothing to do with that. But there you go, Indy. Do with that what you will. It is 12 years old at this point, so that was from when I was in college. But oh, you can't even open it if it's private. Here, I'll just make it I'll make it unpublished. I'll make it private again at the end of the night, though. So unlisted. There you go. Now you should be able to access it. What's wrong with Tiptoe Through the Tulips, Lunatic? That's a good song. I got you, Indy. I updated it to unlisted. All right, so I need to insert a key here for set cinematic velocity, and I need to set that to 0 just as soon as that comes in. Enjoy. There's an expiration date on that. At the end of the night, I will turn that back to private. So let's see. That should make me stop when I first enter into the area. But I will have a little cutscene there. I'll probably go like highlight the camera on the enemy's face, have them say something, and then have it go back to your player. All right. Very good. So far, so good. The Steam input, honestly, huge help. The comments on that video are wild. Yeah, they really are. I haven't gone to that video in a long time. It has 3,000 views. Crazy. Some of the comments, I haven't responded to any of them. They are a range of comments. It's interesting. I did get one that was just no. Yeah, that pretty much sums it up. Indie. Yeah, very, very interesting comments. All right, so let's go ahead and enter the area and see what happens. Yeah, so I stop. That's good. I don't have to jump anymore, so I can turn the little jump thing off, which is nice. All right, cool. Look at that. That's pretty cool. So I can have a little cinematic scene, and then it goes into the battle. So now I'm in battle mode. Now, this is the first test I've ever done in battle mode, so I have no idea if any of this works. I have remapped the controls, so like ideally it should work, but we'll see. Let's check. Okay, I can navigate the menu. We see that. If I hit move, okay, I can't hit move. First try hype. I can't hit move. I can't navigate the boxes. So can I do it with the, okay. That's okay. I feel like this is pretty far. There's one thing I need to do. Also, my shader 100% needs updated. So this shader was one of the first, actually it was the first shader I ever wrote. And you can see it's a little bit ridiculous. It just overlays it over the top. That's where I need that Z depth, right? Yeah, that's really, it needs more Z buffer. Yep, exactly. Okay. The reason I originally did that was because I had grass. Okay, good. I'm glad you saved the cover on my computer, or your computer. Okay, but that's not too bad. We were able to get to the move menu, and I can get to the attack menu. Let's see, I should be able to cast a spell. Let's cast Shocking Dagger. Look at that, I can cast a spell. That's pretty huge for not having tested it yet. If we can cast a spell, the enemy can still move. That's pretty good. I feel pretty good about that. I'm guessing I can switch weapons. Nice. And then I can cast another spell. Okay, that's not too bad. Not too bad at all. I did just realize I don't have... I need to shift over this frame a little bit, I think, on the vertical one. There we go. All the reaction YouTubers. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go work this. Oh, you saved it without audio? Cool. So that's not too bad. One thing I want to do, I have this set right now. If I go to my Steam mapping, right, for my controls here, I have for the or in battle mode, I have the D-pad. I just have these arrows, right? Menu controls, that's mostly okay. That's the arrows. I do think I want to replace them instead of using the arrows. I bet it's pretty good with that audio. I'll have to watch it muted sometime. I want to replace them with these values though, and then I want to use these values, right, to call the arrows, if that makes sense. And the reason I want to do that, I think, is because I have a little more control over it, and I'm gonna obviously need in certain conditions for those arrows to control things on the menus, and sometimes I'm going to need them to control things on the map. So I do think I want to use these and update to call out the arrow keys. It's going to be a little more work, but I think it gives me a little more control. Yeah, that's what I mean. I mean, do it the right way. Which we got to get there eventually, right? We eventually have to do things the right way, but sometimes it makes sense to do things the quick way so we can make progress. Made a lot of progress in 6 months doing things the quick way. And now it's time to start getting things done the right way. Nice, Indy. I don't even have, I don't think, the original version of that file. I think it was like on an old laptop. So you may have the only offline copy of that video, Indy. So I mean, I could download it, but does it not let you download it with audio? There's no such thing as temporary code. That's true. The longest lasting things are temporary fixes, always. Nothing's more permanent than a temporary fix. I fully agree with that. But in game dev, getting your ideas on paper, right? I've never made a game before. I think there's huge value in just getting your ideas on paper. Start coding, start messing around, start making things happen. Because if I had coded everything perfectly at the beginning, I think I would probably have stopped at some point because I wasn't making any progress. Maybe. You know, it's hard to say. But that's what the refactor stream is for, right? See, if I made everything perfect the first time, then Casey would never get to watch refactor streams. And he'd be sad. So now he gets refactor streams. And you get refactor streams. So so fun stuff. Okay, so I need to do this. Right. Interesting, PHP official. I don't know what that means. What are you talking about? That's interesting. Very interesting. All right, let's see. So first, let me find. First thing I want to do is go to my global script over here, which I need to name better, and I need to take the menu up, down, left, right commands and push them to as left, right, up, down commands when I'm in a UI, which is this. So I already have the if button here, and I already have this set up to be able to do this. Ultimately, what I need to do is I need to, let's see, so that's display button action. Oh, it's that displays the, does that display the button? What is that? Display button. Oh, okay, so that's displaying the button next to my action. Okay, that makes sense. That's such a bad place to put that, I feel like. Is that all of it? Oh, no, that's good. That's fine, actually. That's good. What that's doing is just, that's the display of the button on the top left of the screen. That one's completely fine. Okay. So, I do need to essentially say here, it only should be button pressed if... It should only be button pressed if it's a okay. Hey, I did Lunatic. Oh, you already sent me that. I'm sorry. I'm just now seeing your stuff. I am on a... Oh, did you send me a DM? Nice. Thank you for sending that to me. That's a good video. I'll watch it later. I will watch it later. Okay, so ultimately I need to say if action equals digital actions in this nice enum here. If it's menu select, do this every time. If action equals digital actions dot menu up, I don't think I want to like, do I want to spell them out? Probably not. What I probably want to do for up, down, left, right, I'm thinking I could just do some sort of match of some kind. First, let me figure things out. I'm just going to do down for now, so I'll only be able to do down. And then let me see how I would do this. So I'd say focus node dot get focus neighbor. And that would be side bottom. And I would say dot get focus. I think this works. Oh, grab focus. This is completely a guess, but that looks pretty good. I'll go ahead and do the full. It won't take long to up, left. I don't think I want to do it like this though. I think I want to create like some sort of dictionary. Side, top, left, and side right. The only reason I don't know if this works or not. Wait. Node path. Oh, okay. So what I need to do is I need to say get node. Like this. All right. Yeah, I just don't like typing the same code 4 times in a row, but we'll fix that. I'll probably just create some dictionary and say, hey, based on whatever this input is, do this. But this is fine for now. See, the only thing I'm worried about is a lot of times you won't assign a focus number like by yourself. I'm curious if Godot is smart enough to know, like, assign that automatically. Obviously the arrow keys work, so maybe it does, but I'm not really sure. All right, let's check this. So do my menus still work? My menus do not still work. Okay. I can navigate them with this, and then I think actually it's still not working. Okay, wait, I may, that may just be a coding thing. That might not be this thing. Trigger UI navigation. Okay, that's because of this. Or so what I want to do is I want to have I guess an enum, right? And I would create an enum for menu actions, and those would be these. Can I have nested enums like this? Is this bad coding? And so then what I would say, man, here's the problem. It's not going to work out right? Like I can't say, hey, if action is in there, because these are completely different numbers. Huh. Here's what I want to say. Yeah, I don't want to have nested. I don't want to have like a subset defined separately. What I want to say is if one of these is a menu action, right? Right now I have it if it's specifically menu select, but I want to say if it's any menu action, do this. What I could maybe do, all right, Lunatic, I appreciate it. Now I'm just mainly talking out loud. I think we can figure this out. These start at 0. Yeah, maybe that was a bad idea. Tell Orban I was just feeling generous. That's what I was thinking. Yeah. Okay, so I would just use an array. I honestly felt array, but at this point I've been traumatized to not believe arrays are ever correct, right? So yeah. That was my plan all along, Lunatic. All right, let's see. All right, so now I have an array. Menu actions equals this. It's an array of enumerations. And so what I could say actually here, I would say, if, yeah, Trevor was my roommate in college, and Honestly, we went to high school together, but we weren't like best friends in high school or anything, but he's my roommate in college. He still lives in Oklahoma City. I haven't seen him in a while. He was in my wedding. But yeah, I haven't seen him in a while. He's a good guy though. Currently reformatting 600 lines of C+ file into C# I know. I saw, hey, but you're going to go from 600 lines to like 300 lines. So it's going to work out. So yeah, and then I think I can just actually say if action name in menu actions, because I think how I would do that here. So if action name is in menu actions, do this. And I think that does it. Oh, it broke. Int. And okay, it's because I tried hot swapping the code, but I'm reinitiating new variables, so I can't do that. But yeah, no, Trevor's cool. I need to reach out to him. I haven't talked to him in a while. It's probably been 5 or 6 years, to be honest. That's what happens. You get old. You lose contact with your friends. It's inevitable. But it's fine. Okay. Let's see. Hope that doesn't make you sad, Indy. Yeah, do it. Okay, so it didn't like grab focus. Yeah, on a null instance. It is what happens when you have kids for sure. So yeah, so that's what happens with the grab neighbor thing. Like, I mean, if I go to one of these, right? Like if I go to this and you look at the neighbors on them, they're all not assigned. And they're not assigned. I was hoping that there was some sort of default. And there might be. I think what I need to do is just look at the UI thing. Because like when you hit the down arrow, for example, it's doing something. Right? It's doing something. Maybe there's I could do focus next. Focus next wouldn't be too bad. Nice. No, yeah, eating candy is how you make your teeth stronger. Did you go trick-or-treating last night, Indy? I did get a little bit of candy that I stole from my child, but not a lot. I left most of it for my kid. Oh, man, you were sick. Sorry to hear. Sorry to hear. I could focus next and previous. I'm trying to think. I don't think I have any like super complicated menus. I do, I guess. I have a little bit of complicated menus. So I don't think find next valid focus and find previous valid focus. Find valid focus neighbor. Interesting. What does this one do? Finds the next control that can receive the focus on the specified side. Ah, okay, that's it. I need to find valid focus neighbor. Look at that. Honestly, Godot has really good documentation. It's super helpful. It's very well written. It's very easy to find things. So I just have to do this. What? Oh, yeah. Argument 1 should be node path. But is control. Wait. I thought it was a side. Oh, okay, so I'm guessing this isn't that. Yeah, I think this should work, Indy. Yeah, focus next, focus previous. What I'm essentially doing is I'm walking through the like buttons, right? To tell the program what button it should grab when I hit what button. That's it. That's it. It's just I can already navigate with arrow keys, but I want to not do it with arrow keys. I want it to be a little smarter than that. 8. No, that's not right. it's 4. 2 plus 2 is 4, minus 4 is 0, plus 4 is 4. I tried going too fast. Sorry. 4. Final answer. All right. So let's try that. No. 2 plus 2 is 4. 4 minus 4 is 0. Plus 4 is 4. Oh, yeah. I just yelled 8. I just saw a bunch of 4s. I was trying to beat an imaginary timer. 8. That's 8. All right. Let's see. Let's see if this works. What is this? We're gonna check what that is so I can proofread it in case you guess. Hold up. All right. No. It's not 36. Hey. That almost worked. Okay. That's good, Kamikaze. Good little anecdote. Now I'm thinking about it, and I can't stop thinking about it. No, 8 is not equal to 36. I'm trying to say 8 exclamation point is not equal to 36. 8 is equal to 40,320. Yeah, 8 factorial is 40,320. Okay, here's the problem. It is reading my inputs really fast. It's double counting, but it is working mostly. Yeah. That is what 8 factorial is, Indy. Okay, so I am getting double counts, so I need to see why I'm getting double counts. But in general, I mean, that works. I'm glad you learned that in TikTok, Indy. That's an integral one. Actually, integral is something different, but... Okay. So I need to figure out why it's double counting. I think that's probably doable. It's no matter what, right? Yeah, every time. I think it's reading 2 frames. Maybe when it... Oh, I can hold it. Okay. There we go. That's a good thing. Okay, so... Got it. I know why it's double counting. It's counting it once when I'm pressing it and once when I'm releasing it. Learning Algebra 1? Good. No, Algebra 1's good. I don't have a TikTok. I like, people have sent me TikToks, and I've looked at them on like a web browser. Like, I open up Safari and look at them, but yeah, I've never actually had a TikTok account. Man, TikTok I feel like would just draw me in. I'd never stop swiping. Very nice. Yeah. I'm glad you're getting ahead of the game. I like math. The integral of this function, whereas 8 approaches 0. So from 8 to 0. What I think you're saying is integral of x from 8 to 0. Is that right? Let's see. All good. You had a semi-viral video. Oh. Very cool. No. I hear TikTok's useful. Like, I think people like TikTok. So, that's cool. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I need, on this, I need to only trigger if it's true. Right? So I need to say, if value. Do this. I guess I could just do it inside here. Nice. That's killer. Wow, that's wild. That's a lot of views. Yeah, some of the life hacks I've seen on like YouTube Shorts and stuff are wild. But they're fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch the people do crazy life hack stuff and then all the comments. Yeah. It is tough to see think about what's real and what's not. You got to really think about it. You never defined the function still, Casey. Still waiting on it. You were close. I think you were backwards. You did like integral. You would say like integral of x from 0 to x, right? And then you end up with x squared over 2, right? Or actually, I guess in this case, no, it's just a constant. So in this case, you just do 8 minus. It's just an, taking the, wait, that's derivative. Yeah, so x squared over x. So you do x squared over x, or x squared over 2. Oh my goodness, this is a mess. I'm trying to remember all this. It has been a while since I've like used calculus and not just asked Wolfram Alpha to solve it for me. Hold up. We're gonna do this. Okay, so you have the integral from 0 to 8 of x. What you do, calculus lesson, you convert that. This is x squared over 2, right? And then you evaluate that at 0 and 8. Say, because the 0 is going to be 0, then it's just 8 squared over 2. So you end up with 64, you end up with 32. So I think the integral of x from 0 to 8 is 32. Right? And you can prove that. Right? It's actually not. I think is that right? No, well, maybe. You can prove that by drawing a graph. Again, it's been a while since I've done calculus. And not just asked Wolfram Alpha. And so you have 8, right? So the deal is, the integral is just an area under the curve. So if you have x, your curve looks like this, right? So this is your graph. The quick calculus lesson. Integral is just area under the curve. That's all it is. So you evaluate this function 0 to 8 at 8 over here. Yeah, so it is 32. Right, so what you're going to do is you're just going to fill in this area. You make a triangle. The quick and easy way is you at your 8, your y is going to be 8, your x is going to be 8. That's 64. If you multiply it divided by 2, you get 32. But this is the visual, right? Whenever you have super simple equations, right? And this is the mathematical. Okay? The math version. This is how you should do integrals. So there you go. Though the function was mx plus b, same thing. Yeah, I mean, this is mx plus b. All you have to do is you would take, like, say you had a 4 here, right? If you had a 4 here, you would just add your 4. Right? And so your constants come out. You would still end up with 2. And then you would add your b. Well, your b actually would come out of it because in an integral, constants... Oh, you'd end up with plus bx, right? Because yeah, this does need to come out, because if you're doing your formula, you're gonna end up with a square. Like if your formula was mx plus b, you end up with a square here and then a triangle, so it'll look like that. Square area, triangle area. But hey, this isn't a calculus stream. No, you can't do 8 times 8 minus 32. You can do 8 times 8 divided by 2, which is what we did, right? We did 8 times 8 divided by 2, right? 8 times 8 divided by 2. Yeah, right. M is the slope, b is the y-intercept. And so when you take the integral of mx plus b, you end up with m x squared over 2 plus bx is the integral. Anyway, This isn't a calculus stream. We're not doing calculus here. Nah, the derails are fun. Someone may have needed to know calculus. Someone might have been sitting there working on their calculus homework saying, man, I wish I knew the mathematical definition of an integral. And now you have it. Back to you, buttons. Yeah, nobody wants to learn calculus. I do have some really anyway, it doesn't matter. I do like math. Let's see. So this is working now. It's no longer jumping buttons. That's great. Now, one thing, when it jumps over here, see, it's over here now and it's not working, but it's not picking up my menu. Ooh, it's not picking up my input. See that? And the nice thing is I can troubleshoot that now really easily because I have that button. Okay, so this isn't picking up my input, so I need to figure out why that is. I do use, hey, actually, Lunatic, ooh, I can't exit the menu? That's strange. That's a new issue. But yeah, I'm unable to exit the menu, so I'll have to figure out what happened there. I think actually maybe I know what's happening. I'll have to check that out. Yeah, so I actually am using an A-star algorithm, Lunatic. Here's my A-star algorithm. I wrote it, actually. I wrote two. Because this is for all the grid-based movement. So I wrote one that's just A-star enemy. No, you're not dumb at all. It's good. It's a graduate equivalent. And then I got the Dijkstra here, which is basically the same thing as A-star, but it doesn't have an endpoint. So it like grabs all the possible ways. And this is actually how all of my characters map out which squares they need to go in. So that's fun. Soup rules. Soup is a broth that contains particulates. They don't have to be big particulates, so it just can't be water. But like, I mean, if you have a broth that has particulates in it, that's a soup. It's edible. Edible, I feel like, is a important thing. So I actually don't think the ocean's a soup, which that might be a hot take, but I don't think the ocean's a soup. Because it's too salty, you wouldn't eat it. I guess it's edible, but not really. Taco Bell turns many things into soup. It does. It does. We were talking the other day. So if you don't know, I'm a rocket engineer, and we were talking about a valve, and we have this thing called pyro juice that we always talk about. And pyro juice is when the pyros, they ignite the engine, right? They basically turn into molten metal, and they throw molten metal into the combustion chamber. And so we call it pyro juice, and we were talking about burning at the ejection site. And of course, Taco Bell has to come up when you talk about burning at the ejection site. So anyway, fun anecdote. Well, happy birthday, Indy's dad. All right, let's see. So why did adding this code make it so my cancel button didn't work? Which is really interesting. You know what I might do? Let me try this real quick. Kind of thinking I'm just turning it to false too fast. All right, I'll check it out. I think in this menu actions, I'm going to take cancel out of it, because everywhere I cancel, I actually hard code the cancel stuff. No, I don't think I need to return out of it. I could, like, I could return true. Right now I'm just returning void. The ejection site, kamikaze, where you're ejecting fluids, very hot fluids. In this case, molten metal from a pyrotechnic igniter. All right. I just went ahead and pulled out the cancel button, because with the cancel button yeah. You two, which two? Okay, let me look at your pick. Oh, I don't know. That's your principle. Ejecting molten hot magma, basically. Well, good job on your algebra homework. Did you want me to proofread it for you? Oh, that's your dad's friend. He has a better hairline than I do. I'll admit it. Maybe it's just a better haircut. I don't know. Yeah, maybe it's just a haircut. His hairline's still pretty back there. Hey, thanks for the follow, Art Blocks. All right, I might need to go grab a water real quick. All right, now I can cancel. Okay, cancel works again, but it's not grabbing the inputs over here for some reason, which is interesting. Okay, but we got cancel working again. I'm gonna real quick here. I'll put a dance on here. Oh, I can't. Here, yeah, I can. I just had to use my mouse. All right, I'll put a dance on real quick, and I will be right back. I'm gonna grab a drink. I'll see you guys here in just a moment. Let's see. I'll be right back. I'm back. No, Indy, I would never admit to that. All right, so this is kind of weird. Yeah, ultimately, just when I'm in this menu, I don't even pick up my inputs anymore. So oh, my son started waking up. I wonder if I woke him up. I may have to go get him real quick. Should have taken a little longer break. We'll see if he goes back to sleep. Yeah, kind of weird that my inputs aren't coming in. Let me look at what mode I'm in here. It is picking them up here. I use GD script. Art Blocks, good to see you. Shoot. Let's see, if I'm already over here, does that work? No. Weird, okay. Yeah, it's just not picking up the inputs at all. So it's not running through. Let me see, I can see them happening over here. I'm not changing anything. Very strange. It's like it's not making it here. Let's see. I think he's gone back to sleep, which is good. Let me do a print here and saying triggering UI navigation. Favorite genre of music? I really like synthwave, like what you're listening to. I mean, you might have to listen to a little longer. Real quick, yeah, I'm gonna go take care of my son real quick. He's upset. He's been having some dreams and things. So, sorry about that. Yeah, I'll be right back. It won't take long. It'll be like 2 minutes. I'll be right back. good. Yeah. So check out, we're back. For artists, check out Paul Davids does a song with Rachel K. Collier. It's called Candy Coated. Super good. I'm really into synthwave with good guitar. I actually have a song on Spotify, so you could check out my style. Here, I'll play it next. If you haven't heard it before. I like it, of course, you know, but I'm biased. But I'll play it. No. What does that mean? Turn it down a little bit. We'll play it in the background. You can listen to it. All right, let's see. All right, so yeah, it's not when it switches menus to the other menu, it's not taking these inputs in. Let me go back and test them and see if I get to this point. I'm not sure why that would be. That would be 11. Let's see here. Oh, gotta pull up Steam again. All right, let's see here if I can figure out what's going on with the menu. It is not 8. You're wrong. It could be 8. Let's see. Now, if I go to this, yeah, you can see in the top left, it's not getting here. So let's look at. It is trying to trigger the UI navigation. I wonder why it's not getting to the next part. Oh, that's why. Because it's not a button, a focus node, or a texture button. What it is, though, okay. I need to add another thing here. Okay, I do need to... Hey, nice redeem. Nice first redeem. But man, that lasted a long time here. That lasted a real long time. Alright, yeah, I gotta do some of this stuff. Let's pull that down and get rid of this. Basically, I need each button type is going to be more important. So then I can say elif focus node is, I think it's called an item list. Item list if value this. Oh, nice. Well, I'm glad you redeemed it first. And yeah, it lasted for all of like 15 seconds. We were trying to fix YouTube, and the way I have streamed, it's like, it's kind of linked. Oh, PHP official actually got it. I missed that. Well, thanks PHP official. I'm glad you got it. Indy, maybe next time. You just gotta be a little quicker, you know? Just be a little quicker. All right. So let's see. Okay, it's very upset now. Let's reset here. Okay, I think it did try to get here though. Focus node, it looks like, was blank. I'm hoping that was because I was messing with stuff though. Yeah, our blocks 3D or Godot can make pretty good 3D games. This game entirely made in Godot. It's handling everything really well. Yeah, no, it's pretty good. Oh man, I say that as it breaks. But no, I mean that's my coding fault, not the fault of this. And it's really because this changing focus name to, so it doesn't like. Okay, so there was a null instance that got passed in here. No, all the assets do not need to be low poly. In fact, I have some pretty high poly assets. I can tell you how many polys are in my characters. There are a lot. I don't know about like ray tracing and stuff. That's pretty new in Godot. There are some things people are doing for ray tracing, right? But it's pretty new. That might be like your hardest part, like lighting. Like, I like this art style, right? That's why I'm doing it. I'm not doing this art style because it is a limitation of Godot. I'm doing this this art style because I like this art style. Let's see. I don't know why this would have to be like this. I will fix that. Using O3DE. I've never heard of O3DE. Let me look at that up. So O3DE. Oh, Metaverse. Let's see. Is it all? So it's an open source 3D game engine. The thing I like about Godot, it's definitely got a lot more. So when did this come out? This came out in October. It's literally like 23 days old. Yeah, I imagine it's pretty old. Thing about I like about Godot, I like open source a lot. So the reason I like open source a lot is because there are tons of tools. Like, I haven't even scratched the surface of plugins people have made, right? Like, it's just there's so much out there, and there's gonna always be a whole lot out there. Yeah, so I haven't even scratched the surface of what Godot has to offer. That's the nice thing about open source, right? The source code's open for anybody who wants to go out on. So if Godot doesn't have ray tracing and you want ray tracing, like, you could make it, or you could have someone else make it. I'm trying to decipher what "come pizza pass lane" means. I'll figure that out. But yeah, so ultimately though, you've got a huge community working on this. It's just a matter of time before, like, your feature could be made, right? I like that it's very active. It's very much powerful enough to do anything I think most people would want to do, like as a solo game dev. If you wanted to make a photorealistic game, you might have a hard time in Godot. So you'd probably want to use like Unreal, right? But I think anything like Unity's doing for the most part, I think Godot does it really well. Like, you can see, like, I mean, it's decent, right? I mean, it's not bad. Everything's pretty high poly. This character is pretty high poly, to be honest. These tiles on the ground, they don't look like it because the lighting is all whack right now. I can go, let me run over to my car. Hey, I just realized, I almost didn't realize I can actually navigate in battle now. Lunatic didn't even try. That's great. Oh, but I can't navigate the menu. That's really funny. Yeah, we'll just wait there. We are months away from AI being able to make it the full game. Maybe, but like, what is the quality of those games? Dang, I thought I was scot-free. But, yeah, I must have lost focus or something. Because now I'm not able to navigate this menu. Can I navigate? Okay, I can navigate it with my arrow keys. All right, but yeah, I'll fix the lighting real quick. The lighting is just this way because of a cinematic thing I had. Here. Anyway, I can probably just zoom in. So you can see this. These tiles are actually pretty high poly. I made them like really quickly in Blender and paid like zero attention to how many polygons were in them. So they're actually pretty high poly themselves. Like, that's not a texture, that's actual like polygons. Oh yeah, no, I agree. They can render video game style videos, and like they can, it'll make games, I'm sure. But, you know, are people going to be playing a bunch of AI generated games? My guess is no. I'm thinking the scary part about AI generated games are you got it, Indy. That's it. Pretty easy. Yeah, I think the scary part of like AI generated games are that you could just saturate the market with a bunch of AI generated games, but you already get that a lot from like low quality games, and Steam's $100 entry fee kind of keeps away from that. Can you import stuff from Quixel Megascans? I bet you could. So like, let me just look up Quixel Megascans Godot. So Let's see. Mega scan. Okay, so the way they'd have this is they do like a mega scans to Blender to Godot 4. But I'm guessing there's gotta be a, let's see. Okay, they are working on like a free alternative for mega scans actually. And I'm sure people are working on integration. So that's one of those things. Like if it doesn't, there are some workarounds it looks like, but if it doesn't exist today, oh look at that, Loki is stepping in to say hi. Thanks, Loki. How's it going, Loki Trickster? Good to see ya. When do you get the results from your game jam? The movie Brain Scan. Oh shoot, I think my song's on repeat. Sorry if you've just been listening to my song for however long it has been. Let me go back to Lofi Girl Synthwave. Here you go. Not saying I don't like my game, but it's pretty loud. All right. Or not saying I don't like my song, but you guys don't need to listen to it like that. Okay. Sweet. All right, so that felt pretty good. That looked pretty good. I got to figure out why it's not grabbing focus on all of these menus, and it could just be when they open, I need to make sure that they're grabbing focus on the top button. I did see one of them had focus on the top button. So let me start with the menu part of it. We can go ahead and go in here. Oh, Tuesday is you find out how you did. Well, good luck. I hope that goes well. Your game looked sweet, so hopefully that works. Anything that sounds like an 80s model elevator. I agree. That's a good description. I like modern synthwave too. But yeah, check out Rachel K. Collier and Paul David's Candy Coated. It's a good song. It's got a synthwave feel. It's got good guitar. I'm a big fan of good guitar. You might like it, Kamikaze. Also, Paul David's is just a killer guitarist. I like Paul David's a lot. So yeah, so you can see the ground is actually pretty high poly. It's not well done. I made it like in Blender, but I did not do a good job. I did, I think, one stream where I was just like trying to get something knocked out really quick. Semicolons in terms of punctuation are kind of mid-tier. Okay, I cannot navigate the menu right now, so I'll have to figure that out. They're okay. They're okay. All right, I am focused on it. Let me see if I can get my focus element. What am I outputting? Contents. I'll see what's going on there. Vaporwave Simpson stuff. I'll check that out. Candy Coated got me into it. I don't know where that is coming from. Let me do a quick search on here for contents. This. Okay, yeah, I for sure don't need to print that. Yeah, let me see if I can get some information about my focus element. So I can just print focused node. I'll say current node. Oh, actually, you know what? I can just do it like this. I can say printing UI, triggering UI navigation for focused node. And that'll give me the node here, which would be good. Semicolons are pretty good though. I actually really like the M dash. That's probably my favorite punctuation. If you're not familiar with the M dash, it's just like a normal dash, but it's longer. It's pretty high tier. All right, so now I should be able to see this. Okay, so yeah, it is on there. I wonder why it's not grabbing focus for the next button, because it works in menu navigation elsewhere, and it is trying to trigger. Changing button attack. Oh, interesting. Hold up. That's interesting. Oh, well. So it's a button. Oh, that's why. shoot. So essentially what's happening is I need to put this also in here. Man, I can do this. I can add a new function that is navigate menus. Hey, Adam Sandy. I am not Matthew, but hello. We'll call it menu navigation. I don't know what that means, Adam. Let's see. Cool. So ultimately I just need to take this function here and put it in here. Actually, I could probably just take if valid as well and pass that in. I do need to pass action in, and I can pass value. Action is a digital actions, and value is a boolean. I don't think I need to return anything with this. It's just gonna be a check. Expected indented block after if. Oh, I just need to do this. Oh no, I need to do it at the end. Toaster oven. Yeah, I don't know what he's talking about either. PHP. Yeah, I can ban him. I've already got him monitored. There you go. Let's see. Menu navigation. PHP, it's alright. It's alright. We're dealing with it. Alright, let's see. So I think that's all I have to do. I don't know if I'll pass value in here, and then I could just say if value here. I think that's easier. Yeah, I agree. That was interesting. It was interesting. So then I can just say menu navigation, action, value. Same thing here. I want the same function up in here. And then I actually want to change this, I think, to false. Do I want to do that as well down here? I think so. Okay, that should let me navigate menus when I'm on a button or a texture button now as well. Or I'm sorry, when I'm on down here. Oh no, it doesn't like this. What isn't it like? Oh, focused node. Okay, so I should also pass in the focused node. Focused node. Buy a book for O3D and read it. That's cool, yeah. I mean, it's been out for like a month. If it's a good open source thing, right, it may take off. Might be good. What's going on, little Evie? Good to see you. Careful. I'm pretty sure that's indie, right? Man, Godot's pretty good. I think Godot, like if you're starting a new thing, like Godot's pretty good to go with. Right? If you're starting a new, if you've like never or don't have like a lot of experience in it, I think the couple things to look for, right? I think the couple things that I like about Godot, I really like this node system. If you look at this and you feel like you would like the hierarchy of scripts, you like the the ability to change things in 3D and 2D overlays, right? And you like the workflow of Godot, give it a shot. If you don't like this, like you don't like object-oriented coding, you don't like the node structure, but you want something that's open source, maybe try O3DE. I don't know a whole lot about O3DE, but if you like what it looks like and you think you like the workflow, give it a shot. I mean, it's open source, so you could contribute as well if, you know, you were interested in that. yeah, you're welcome. Indy, I don't think that's true. Oh, you're actually studying cybersecurity? Very cool. Yeah, no, cybersecurity is great. So yeah, you might try it out. I think there is, especially if you're like haven't done a lot of game dev, it would be hard for you to know like what's good and what's not, right? So the good thing about Godot is it's got a community behind it. It's proven. There's not a lot of bugs. If you want to do game dev just for fun, I think there's a lot of value added in just using Godot, because a lot of the bugs are worked out. It would be really frustrating to be new at game dev or like new at something, right? And be dealing with those bugs. You want the bugs that you're dealing with to be the bugs that you are creating in your game. If you're dealing with a bunch of bugs from your engine, that would get really frustrating really fast. Now, if for some reason like you end up not liking Godot and that's not working out for you, then maybe. Let's see. So it didn't think I had a valid neighbor here. So I'm guessing I passed in a null value. No, I didn't pass in a null value to focused node. Yeah, I think it's worth it to go ahead and try Godot. Okay. Nice. I did see right through you. Almost halfway to 10K what? Oh, almost halfway to 10K points. I don't even know what my channel rewards are. You'll add a game over quote. Very cool. That'll be great. You could buy a book on Godot for. I will say the help in Godot is very good, which I think is also a benefit for using Godot. Like if I wanted to know, like I'm having issues with grab focus, right? I can come in here and it tells me everything I need to know about grab focus. It's very good. So, you know, before you buy a book, you might try. If you learn best reading books, then go for it. For me, I learned best, I think, just doing, and so I just jumped into it. But I get it. Yeah, the documentation is really good for Godot. But I get it. You know, some people learn better with books. So whatever, you know, if that's the best way you learn, go for it. It is interesting that this code, pretty much how it was written, worked when I just had it out here in the wild. And then for some reason it didn't here. That's very interesting. Speaker? You got your speaker working? Is that the one you were building? Action 12. True. Let's see. If value. So it was triggering on menu down. You know what I can do? I probably need this anyway. I can probably say if focused node dot find. I need to do this anyway. This will prevent me from going off the edge. It'll also prevent this bug. That's the same way I am. Same way I am, Indy. And like the problem I have, like, I won't do tutorials and stuff. And I mean, maybe it's a problem, maybe it's not, but I just feel like I learn way better just jumping into it. Like someone else can teach me something and like I will learn from those things, right? But what I try to do first is learn how to do it myself, and then afterwards I'll learn like tips and stuff from other people doing it, and that's how I learn how to do things correctly. Like, I mean, streaming is a really good way to do that, right? Like we've had Lunatic pop in here and really help with some like my good coding practices, which I'm really bad at, right? But I was doing enough to like get by, right? It was enough to make a dent and stuff. And then once you have that kind of like that passion or that urge, or maybe even just the interest, and you're kind of making progress, then you can go like clean up how you're doing things. Yeah, I think a lot of people learn that way. I think just jumping in with and just doing it yourself is really effective to learn new tools. So definitely how I learn best, but I get it, it's not for everybody. I know some people definitely like saying, okay, what's the best way to do this? Especially I think people with, you know, like more like perfectionist tendencies will say, okay, I need to know the best way to do this, and what's the perfect way. Pizza. So C#, if you I think I don't know that Windows Godot, or I think Windows Godot supports C++, but I don't know about Linux or Mac. But so the point you would use them for, I think if you were like optimizing code, so C# and C++, they definitely will be more optimized. If you wrote something in C# and then you wrote it in GDScript and you timed how long they took, your C# and your C++ will be faster. But some people are just more familiar with like C#, right? Definitely has its advantages. For me, I'm doing almost everything in GDScript right now. I haven't had a need yet to do anything in C#. I do have one candidate, and that's if I start having performance issues. My A-star algorithm is currently written in GDScript, and I would probably go write it in C# because it's more optimized. So it's just really how it's compiled. So you could definitely get some benefit from knowing both, and I'd say it's probably worth it. GDScript is definitely, like, if you're just learning from scratch, GDScript is fully integrated into Godot. It has, like what you're seeing, it's very intuitive, very easy to code in. C# is C#, it's more generalized. It's going to have a lot of the same integrations and stuff, but it's going to be a little different syntax. It's probably going to be more versatile if you're like learning how to do things, right? So anyway, just small differences like that. Ultimately, you could do the same thing in Godot as you could in C# though, or C++, or in GDScript. Okay, this looks good now. I can't go off the edge anymore. It's not breaking. Let's see if I can navigate over here. Still can't navigate over here. Let's see what my focused node is. So it is item list is my focused node, but it's not letting me navigate in here, interestingly. I can click. No, I can't select either. Interesting. Oh, that's really interesting. Why did this break again? It was working, right? Oh, it's because I'm no longer using these. I could use these and it would work. Okay, so yeah. Item list, let me see where item list is on this. So ultimately I'm doing menu navigation when I'm in an item list right here. But what am I doing differently? Let's see. If value do this, that's outside of that. Oh, I do need this. Do I need that? I'm not actually sure if I do. I bet there are a bunch of them, yeah. Yeah, you know, if books are your thing, go for it. If books are your thing, definitely go for it. I may need this in there. If that's the case, then I'll just add this. Does that work? No, because button press. That's what I thought was going to happen. Okay. So, very interesting here. Which books are you looking at, Art? I'm curious what's out there. I have not looked at the books on Godot at all, but I am curious about what's out there. All right. I hope this works. I think we're getting really close. I keep breaking stuff as I'm implementing new stuff, but I think that's pretty normal, right? Like you fix one thing and you have more stuff. I'll catch you later, lunatic. I saw your message. Sorry I'm half an hour late for it, but hope things are well. All right, so let's see. So I can get here. It's trying to be on the item list. I'm thinking it's because it's a focused neighbor, and really what I need... So I'm thinking when I'm in an item list, instead of looking at the focused neighbor, it just needs to navigate the list. Let me see in the item list control if there is a function to select the next thing. So I can go to item list. Let's see what methods we have to work with. Let's see. Select mode. Here's the methods. Is there like get next? I can get item text, which rhymes with next, but not quite. I could get item at position, but then I have to keep track of the position at all times, which wouldn't be that bad. What I would essentially do is say, hey, get item at position, and it would be my current position +1 or -1 if I hit up or down. That's not too bad. That's a pretty good solution. That's really not bad at all. But let me see if there's just like a grab next item. I don't see one. I wonder what the num arrow keys are doing. And I wonder if there's some focus modes I could use. Interesting. Let me check that real quick. See if there's some sort of focus modes in here. What's RMB select? Oh, right mouse button. That really doesn't help. Focus. Mouse. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do then is take the current, like when I hit down, I'll take the current thing. So I'm going to select item. Where's select? I'll select, and I will get. Is there like a get selection? Let's see. So I have select. Get selected items. So I'll do get selected items. Select. This returns an int32 array. It's just an integer. If it returns an array, that's fine. They're all single select, so it shouldn't be that bad. So ultimately what I should do here then is on this one, if... shoot. Dang it. Here's the problem. The problem is that I've got to like branch this, so I need to know what the focus node is, and I can't just have it like anything clean, which is okay, I guess. Not a huge deal, but it's fine. Okay, so basically what I need to do is lyric. I don't know what that means. Are you saying leave it? Godot from 0 to proficiency. I'm gonna look that one up. 0 to proficiency. Okay. Now this one note, real quick. This did come out in 2021. Godot 4.0 came out in 2022, I believe, or 2023. So the only problem with that book is that you're probably using Godot 3, which is substantially different from Godot 4. Unless there's a new edition that was built for Godot 4. That would be maybe the only... Like, I'm not reading them, obviously, but that might be something to consider. It's probably similar enough. Yeah. It's probably similar enough, but yeah, it did come out in 2021. And then we have to look up Godot 4... Godot 4 release date. Godot 4 came out in 2023, actually. So you might just be dealing with a book that doesn't have the latest stuff. So and if that doesn't matter to you, if that it's perfect, you know, it'll still, most of it still apply. But yeah. Yeah, just type Godot 4 on Amazon. Godot 4 release date. Godot 4 release date. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 20 and see. Yeah, that'll be good. I think that'll be good. I do think it's probably important enough. Like the difference between Godot 3 and Godot 4 is just absolutely huge. So it's probably worth it to try to find a modern book on it. Okay, I've got to do something kind of interesting here. Maybe this isn't even worth. This may not even be worth its own function, really. Unless I have like menu navigation buttons and item, maybe just menu navigation and item list navigation. Yeah, that probably works. I need a function for item list navigation. Item list navigation. You don't even have a car? Why are they calling you? Why are they asking that? Is your car running? You better go catch it. So I can just change this heading to item list navigation. I think it's all very similar, except that when I'm in an item list, I need to, if I get down, what I have to do is, okay, so a couple things. Left and right actually are fine. I'll keep those, but up and down specifically, I think what I need to do is I need to say if value, do I have that saved now? Let's go back to my search help for item list. And I will say select, and I will get current selection. Whoa, interesting. That's not what I meant to grab. Okay, that's weird. Algebra Tom. Why is that Algebra Tom? Man, those reverse search things, I don't know how much I trust them. I mean, they kind of work maybe sometimes. Spoofing numbers is so easy nowadays that it's really hard to do that. It sounds like you're getting a phone call from Bart Simpson. Focus node dot select focus node dot get let's see, I can actually type this now to item list. I'll leave it node. I don't want to break too much, but I can get current selections, get selected items. So get selected items, and then at 0. That will select, if I hit down, +1. And if I hit up, -1. I think it's that easy. -1. And I should do this. I should say if get selected items or focus node dot get selected items is greater than 0, right? No. Yeah, because if it's 0, I wouldn't want to do that. But I can go down to 0, I think. So if it's greater than 0, do that. And I would say if focus node node.get selected items it's not illegal to SQL inject in your school grades website. I'm not a lawyer, and I will not recommend. I would say it's probably very frowned upon. I would not recommend doing it. You know, I'm not Orbum though. Orbum is the authority in these situations. So that's why we are sponsored by Orbum here. There you go. That's why we're sponsored by Orbum, because Orbum makes the rules. Very frowned upon probably isn't illegal. I don't know what the rules are in terms of, is it worth it? No. Right? Like, I have never in an interview asked somebody, hey, what were your grades in high school? Right? It's you're probably fine. As long as you can get into college, if that's your goal. Because you're in the tech sector, right? Past college, once you're in college, Nobody is ever going to ask for your high school grades. Let's see. If get focus node get selected items equals or is less than is there a number items? Get number of items, is there? Let's see if there's like a thing that says gives me how many items there are. Let's see. But yeah, I gotcha. Understood. I feel like it's not worth it, man. But I mean, if you could do it, like, they might think it's cool. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not your teachers. Is it just item list.size? Is there like a get items? I want to get like all the items. What returns an array in here? A tilde. I see. I just missed out on the tilde. So that's the only thing. It's about size. How is there not like something that tells me how big this item set is? Okay, actually, you know what I can maybe do? Is there like a is item selectable? Can Godot 4 make large open world games? I know people who are doing it. So there is a plugin called 3D Terrain. 3D Terrain Godot. Right? There is a plugin called Terrain 3D. I'm going to be using this or trying it out. And like people are making very large open worlds in Godot. But I don't know, like, any game engine is going to have trouble, right? You might just research. I know people are trying to. I know people are trying to make large open worlds. I am not trying to do a large open world, but some people are. So if someone's trying to do it, the good thing about open source is like they'll probably figure it out if it's not already doable. And honestly, I may be able to do this everywhere. I might just say if focus node dot is item selectable. This. The only thing I'm worried about is if it doesn't exist, right? If it doesn't exist, will it just get mad at me and throw it out? I'll find that out real quick. Okay, let's see if that works. I don't have super high hopes. It's not bad. It's possible here. Maybe. In fact, here's what we got. We're gonna do a prediction. Will this work? First try. Okay. And here's what work means. So yes or no. Here's what work means. I'm only gonna do 1 minute to bet. Get your bets in. It is 8. So here's what we're doing. It works if I can navigate the menu up and down. That's all I care about, right? If I can go up and down on the so if I can hit down and it goes down on the item list, and if I can hit up and it goes up on the item list, then I will consider it successful. If I cannot do that, you saw the code. You know what the code looks like. Let me show you again. I am calling this function item list if it's an item list. Calling item list navigation. And here's the code. Here's what it looks like. If I can go up and down on the menu and it works first try, that goes to the believers. Thanks, Indy. I don't know if anyone will bet against you, which I'm flattered, right? It could be that's big differential though. Okay, it got canceled. Nobody voted against you, Indy. So it's all right. I really appreciate everybody believing in me. We'll see if that holds true here. I really appreciate though, Indy. Thanks for believing. Did I get... Oh, I can still choose the outcome. It's just 100 to 0. Someone should have thrown 1 point in the other way. All right, let's see. Here we go. Moment of truth. Nope. Nope. So I don't know if you... Okay, if I hit no here, do you throw your points to the void? I think you might throw your points to the void. I'm sorry, Indy. I know you were believing in me. It didn't like the index 0 for this. Oh, shoot. No, that's right still. So this should return. So it doesn't like the access of index 0 on a packed int32 array. Let me look up a packed int32 array. Maybe I have a misunderstanding. I know, you were so close to 10,000. You're so close. What are my other channel points rewards? I think there's better ones out there than game over quotes. What do I have out there? For my channel points rewards, viewer rewards, power-ups and channel points. I've got Rubik's Cube Challenge, which is also 10K. Play me in chess. I feel like these are all super expensive. Let's do a couple things here. I think I'm gonna make play me in chess like 5,000 because that seems kind of expensive for what it is. And Rubik's Cube Challenge, that's got real money on the line, right? Because you can win a gift sub if I don't finish a Rubik's Cube in under 3 minutes. And every time you do that, it's gonna go down. Maybe that's fine. Okay, I'm just gonna lower play me in chess. Everything else I'll leave. I gotta go manage those every once in a while. Nice, Casey. Hey, you should hold it to name a permanent character. And all permanent character names, I think I have it in there. If not, I will add it. Are definitely subject to review. But okay, so packed int 32 array. What does this look like? So it didn't have a 0 in it. That's a good one to save up for, I think. Let's see. I guess I could say is if it's empty, ignore it. I don't know why it would be empty. Unless get selected. Oh, there was no item selected. That's why. Okay. That makes sense. So if... Alright, that does make sense. So basically here I should say if focused node... I could probably add an or here. India, I know. Hey, I have had some pretty good predictions that resulted in getting them right. But yeah, I'm sorry you threw away your channel points. Seashell is pred. I know. I'm sorry. I'm a dirty, slimy meatball. You know, it is what it is. So I think I could say like is empty. And I think that would give me it if in case it's 0. Or I don't need this. It's just or if it's empty. And then let me real quick just check that again in the docs here. So yeah, I do have is or is empty. So if focus node.getSelected items is empty, go ahead and do this. It should never be empty. This would be okay. I could ignore it basically. Oh, but the problem is if I try doing this. Okay, so here's what I do need. I do need to filter those out. So people are crazy. I'm assuming that's you, Indy. That's my guess. you know, I don't have any evidence of that, but I have a suspicion that that's potentially you. And it's just a suspicion. It's no evidence. Your phone is, how do I know that? How do I know you're not on a tablet? You know? So you never know. I do want, so yeah, I think this, basically if it's not empty. If it is empty, okay. You don't have to prove your innocence. You don't have to prove it at all. Like I said, it's a suspicion. I have no evidence. There's no reason for the suspicion. You don't have to prove your innocence. I don't feel any different whether it's you or not. Time will tell. Time will tell. Time reveals the truth, always. So if you're innocent, you know, it's completely fine. Seashell, the only reason I thought it was you, honestly, is because it's seashell is pred. And I knew you were salty about that pred. No, no other reason. Okay, so if it's empty, do this. Or if it's not empty. What if it is empty? Yeah, pred is prediction, right? If it is empty, just, I'm gonna grab 1. Okay, so if it's not empty, do this. If it is empty and I hit up, just grab 1 every time. Oh, are they really? I didn't know that. Sorry. They're banned. I don't know if it's just the innocence of my brain, but wow, I feel like an idiot now. Thank you, Indy, for for enlightening me. Wow. Interesting. Yeah, people are coming out of the woodworks, aren't they? Interesting. Interesting. Well, you know, that's what you're here for. You're here to keep, make sure the old man me doesn't, fall victim to whatever that is. Well, I'll just be a little judicious with bannings here. If I don't understand something, maybe I'll just ban them. Thanks, Indy. You've always got my back, and I appreciate that. Okay. Let's see this. You want another pred, Indy? Another prediction? Sorry. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I do think this is going to work. I feel pretty confident here. Oh! What? What are you talking about? Is empty is not a function on packed in 32 array. We just saw it. We just searched it. Look. Is empty. And it literally says non-existent function is empty in base packed in 32 array. Packed in 32 array is empty. Oh, Godot. Oh, Godot. Why would that... Okay, here, let's go into the Google. That may be a bug, actually, a Godot bug that I might have to report. Godot reports is empty on non is empty is non-existent function in packed int 32 array. Non-existent function even though it exists. Let's see their edit. So I think they solved it. No, I don't think that's it. They're saying they were inheriting from the wrong screen. See you in a bit, Indy. Oh, I do have my I voted sticker, by the way. So I hope you guys got your votes in. I don't like that. I wonder if there's like another way to tell. I could do size. So I could do this dot size. I'm just worried that it's also not going to be existent if the size is 0. And what I'll do here is I'll print focused node dot get selected items dot size. I might print a couple things here. I might say selected items this comma there. That will help because then I can do some debugging. And then I think here I would just say, yeah, if it's not equal to 0. Man, I really wish that is empty worked because it's just a little bit cleaner. Really strange it didn't, honestly. I'm a little bit belitified there. Little bit belitified. All right, let's see. See what we got. Maybe I could have even tested it on the start screen. Technically as a menu. Oh, but I don't have an item list there. And I get all the way to the item list now. No. Invalid. Okay, so major belitification for sure. Okay, let's see here. What do we got? So did I print selected items? Selected items. Blank. And oh, I just did selected items twice. Okay, selected items dot size did work. Okay, so this was good. Oh shoot. Select 1. Okay, I think we're really close. I think I just have to do this. I think that does it. I think that does it. I'm probably getting pretty close to the end of the stream. It's getting pretty late. Yeah, we'll see here. We'll see, because I am having a really good time. And I'm making good progress. So I may try to find a more natural spot, but I'm getting a little bit tired. And I kind of want some pizza. Man, every time Indy's in here now, he talks about pizza. And it gets me really hungry. Look at that. Okay, it did go to 1. I need to go to 0. Ooh, interesting. Okay. This is an interesting one. You can see it won't go down. And the reason it won't go down is because the next option is disabled, right? Because it's disabled because that's currently equipped. Sorry, I'm getting tired. But yeah. Okay, so I need this thing to be smart enough to be able to select the next thing. That is pretty close though. I mean, it's pretty good. I also can't actually select it, which is kind of strange. But I think that one's pretty easy. I think I just have to make sure that the value is getting pulled by the menu. Okay, we are getting really, really close. I wish I knew how, like, because this, I'm using the keyboard arrows, works really well. And I could just assign, right? Like, I can just assign the keyboard arrows to my button, and that would be okay. But what I really don't like, I like this. Thanks, Cindy. Yeah, I'm glad to be back. Matthew. As Matthew, aka Meatball. I am C. Matthew Meatball Shell, apparently. Okay. So yeah, I do like being able to control it. I wonder if I could just pass, you know, I might be able to just pass keystrokes in. If I just pass keystrokes in, I don't have to worry about any of this. Maybe that's a better solution here. Maybe this is way too complicated. Seashell sandwich. That would be good. I do have Seashell Engineering and I have Seashell Studio. Both, let's see, I have seashellengineering.com and seashellstudio.com. I could open Seashell Sandwiches. Why are you spelling sandwich like that? It's freaking me out. It's like which is very good. Let's see. Yeah, if the game doesn't work out, Seashell Sandwiches is a good idea. If Seashell Engineering and Seashell Studio don't work out, Seashell Sandwiches is next on the list. I will spell it like that too. I kind of like the spelling, to be honest. Which sandwich is the witch? Which witch is the witch? You know, it's a good question. Okay, so for this, I will turn to good old trusty ChatGPT. And that's okay. I'm sorry, Andy. I wasn't trying to make fun of your spelling. I apologize. That was rude. I wasn't trying to be rude, I promise. It was just freaking, it's just, I saw the WH. I'm really bad at spelling too. I was spelled entered with like 3 R's every time. That was rude. I'm sorry. I really wasn't trying to be rude. So what I want is in GD script, can you write me a script, please, that just parses an up arrow or down arrow keystroke? Pretty please. Is action just press UI up? No. That's not what I want. No, thank you though. What I want is to trigger an arrow in code. It didn't even have to look up anything to give you an answer. What does that mean? Did it actually answer? Was it a good answer? Input.action press. I could try that. Let's see. Sure. I've never. Okay. Yeah, never. I don't know about nostalgia. I mean, the game style is nostalgic. I should have looked it up. I agree. Retro pixel art. Not so sure about that. It's because you put an S on it, right? This isn't Seashell Studios. It's Seashell Studio. Who is Seashell Studio? Look at that. CS Perriness. This is right. This is all 100% accurate. I've been praised for high quality audiobooks with engaging narrations. Very true. You use pixelated environment. That's correct. That's great. Hey, you could technically join Seashell Studio and it would be fine. And then this would be true. We could make that work. Are you just exploiting their audiobooks? Probably. What is this? Content creator. Hey, this is accurate. And look at that. You got links to my Twitch and YouTube. Maybe there's another Seashell Studio. Look at that. You did it. Okay, back to the matter at hand here. I don't think UI up works. Yeah, it's because there was a space. I don't think UI up or UI down works. I've tried it before. So I don't think that's what I'm going to do. I think it's really close. I don't think I'm going to differentiate from what I'm doing. Even though it was a good thought experiment, I think I'm really close, and it's very much close. What I have to do is I need to say, hey, if it's not selectable, like, go to the next one as the next one selectable, right? But then I need to determine how many items are in the list. Let me see if there's like a number of items parameter I can steal from these. I don't think there is the problem. Let me go back to search here. Item list. That's what I really need. I need to know the number of items. Item count. Cody Matthew meatball pizza sandwich shell. So it's Cody Matthew pizza meatball sandwich shell. There you go. Perfect. I like it. Let's see. So I think this is pretty straightforward then. I just need to say, hey, if it's less than the item count. Okay, so if the next one's not selectable, what I really should do is I should say for I'll say delta in range 0, 0. I'm sorry, yeah, I do feel bad. I do feel bad. Focused node dot item count. It was pretty rude of me. I'll never be rude again. Okay. For delta in range, focus node item count. If focus node minus delta is selectable, select focus mode minus delta, return true. Or just return. It returns void, which is fine. I might actually make this a bool and allow you to tell if it was successful or not. Okay, so that would be no. It would just keep going. Okay, I think that's pretty good code. I'm just gonna avoid it. I don't really need to know if it succeeded or not. It'll be obvious. If I need it in code, I'll come at it. Okay, so same thing on this one up here. I basically want to walk through all the possibilities, since we're talking about meatballs. And then delta. Or it's empty. I still have the or it's empty. No, get rid of that. Because I already check if it's empty here. And I just select 1. I actually want to select 0 if it is empty. Okay. So, if it's empty, it's going to select 0. Oh, wait. If it's not empty, yeah. Select 0 and then just walk through. This should go to the next one. Let's try this out. Let's give it a go. Weird. My vertical stream. Oh, shoot. I didn't realize my vertical stream is still stuck on the starting soon screen and nobody told me. There you go. Oh my goodness. Orbum's creeping into the stream. All right, that's gone now. Sorry for all the vertical streamers. All right, let's do this. Okay, high hopes on this one. Here we go. I know I've been starting stream for like everybody on the vertical stream was just probably staring at the start. Actually, it still says starting soon, even though I cleared it. Why? Oh no, it doesn't. It doesn't. It's fine. I just can't really see it. Okay. I think it's good now. If you're watching vertically, let me know if there's a problem. Okay, 0. That's, oh, it did not like that. Oh shoot. I forgot return. Non-existent function and item count in item list. Didn't we just find it? Man, I've got to be breaking something. Didn't we just say item count was a function? Or is it it's a property? Okay, okay. All right, I take it back. I was almost really mad at Godot. It was on me. Guys, that one's on me. That one's on me. Sorry about that. I'll do better next time. Okay, so item count is a property and not a function. It's breakfast time and you have to go to work. Indy, I know that's not true for where you are. You gotta work. Oh, you gotta work tomorrow. It's not breakfast time. It is late though. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it if you're heading out. I'm probably about to be done here soon as well. But I've had a great time hanging out with everybody. Especially Matthew. And Meatball. Hey, random things are good. Random things are good. You know, it could, somewhere in the world, let's see. India is 10.5 hours ahead of me. So in India, it's like 10:30 and 11 in the morning, right? I think. Yes, you're probably right, Indy. In most places, it's illegal for you to work. Let's see. So, okay, the down button still isn't working, and now up isn't working anymore. Okay, I break it. Let's see. Selected items. There's 1 right now. 2. Why is that breaking? Whoa, Indy. I didn't realize that. You shouldn't tell people that. That is yeah. You shouldn't tell people that on the internet. I did have a job at 15. When I was 15, I was a car hop at Sonic. And I actually really liked being a car hop. I think the one time we went and we had... Good, I'm glad. One time we went and... I'm more glad that you said it wasn't your... not at your actual age. Anyway, one time we were bored at work. The only time I ever did anything crazy it's crazy at Sonic. One time we were bored at work and there was this lady who came and she rung in, right? And it creates this buzz sound. You go to the computer. Me and the other car hop there, we were bored, so we decided we were going to say everything in unison. And it's 10 o'clock at night. And we go over to the thing and we're like, "Welcome to Sonic. Can I take your order?" And we said it in unison. They're like, What? We did it again. And they got so mad. I mean, they we could hear their tires squealing. They started yelling at us through the window. They're like, "You guys need to be professional. What are you talking about? What are you doing? This is not a joke." And they sped out of there. I didn't do anything silly at work anymore. Since, actually. I'm just no longer silly at work. It was a principle ingrained into me by Sonic. But no. Sonic was actually a pretty good job. I liked it. I did go from Sonic to working at Red Lobster when I turned 16. And that was better. The pay was better, for sure. Oh, here we go. That's the problem. I don't know what that means, Indy. And if you taught me anything, Indy, it's if I don't know what something means, I have to ban that person. I'm just kidding. I'm happy to not know what something means. Ah, you're doing the random typingness. Understood. We're up to 18,348 lines of code. We're making pretty good progress. I don't know what my goal is. I would think random typing can be fun. I would think my goal should be like a minimum number of or like as few lines of code as possible. 18,000 is a lot, and I think I can eliminate a lot. A lot of them are comments or just commented out code. Okay, I got to the first one, but after that it's not working. Let's see what's happening. Oh shoot, it's just this. This needs to be 1. That's the only thing. I think that's the entire problem here. I think it's fixed now. It's basically because it was in the same stuff. Hello world print is pretty good, but again, you missed your hello world print. Depending on the language, of course. All right, fixed. All right, moment of truth. We're about to go to battle axe. Are you ready? Didn't work. Did not work. I wonder if it thinks it's selectable. That could be the problem. I might also need to check if it's disabled. Okay. I think that's doable though. So if is item selectable? Yeah, I might also need to check if it's disabled, and that probably helps. Oops. So what's the... is disabled? Is item selectable? Is item disabled? So I can do... if... this... and... this. So basically, is it selectable? Yes. If it's selectable, is it disabled? Which I could just use... I could just use this if disabled. I might not need the is it selectable part of it. By International Delight, the coffee creamer company. They left you on red. You know, I drink a lot of soda. I used to drink a ton of soda, and just all of a sudden I quit cold turkey. I have not had a soda in a couple months now, I think. Yeah, just cold turkey, decided I wasn't gonna drink soda anymore, and I feel good. Now I drink Waterloos, which I was already drinking a lot of sparkling water anyway. But yeah, cold turkey, wild. All right, here we go. Dang it. Cold turkey, because it's pretty solid. Cold turkey is pretty good. Oh shoot, I didn't even change this. Man, I'm getting tired. I think this is my last thing. Once I get this working, I think I'm gonna call it. Basically I said, hey, if it is item disabled or selectable, and is also is item not selectable. You know, I could code this a little bit better. I could say, it's fine. I'll code it better in a minute. All right, that works. Cool. It's not scrolling on the scroll bar though. I think it does. Cold turkey ad blocker. It does work with. Dang it! The keyboard is just still better. Dang it! That's so annoying. Why won't it scroll? Oh, and I can't go up. No, I can. I just did. Right? Is item disabled? Is it selectable? Is it delectable? Oh, here's why. That should fix the going up part. Cool. That's working now. Now let me see what's going on with scrolling. How do I make the item list scroll? Let's see. Is there like a scroll too? Set item, is there like a set scroll? Let's just search scroll. Get vertical scroll bar. Is that all I got? Oh, okay. Maybe. Ugh, okay. What's a return? A V scroll bar? Vertical scroll bar goes top to bottom. Ooh, that's kind of annoying. I may not be able to use my plan here. That's a good emote, Indy. Shoot. Maybe I do have to just pass arrow keys in. I'll figure that out. Okay, we're really close, right? From here, I feel like we can figure this out. All I have to do is, when I go here, scroll, right? Go here, scroll. That can't be that hard. I mean, it does it with the arrow keys already. It is a good emote. I like it. All right, we're close. We're close. What's the next thing I need to do? Okay, that seems to be working pretty well. I said I was going to do something. I can't activate these yet. For some reason, I used to be able to. Something broke, obviously. Oh, actually, I think I did that one. I think I've got that one down. I think that one is... No, I already tried that. I tried making it... select. Okay, I'll have to check that one out. I think it might be that it's getting passed into here. But I can figure that part out. No worries there. I'll come back to that. All right, I might call it. We did finish. Here's what we got done. We did get... all right, we did get mostly menu navigation like this. Which is okay. It's not great. I can't select anything in here. Well, actually, let me see if I can select anything if I go into battle. You just got gifted a sub? You got gifted a sub like last week, right? Or did you get gifted a sub from another thing? Oh, I entered the zone again. Oh well, that's fine. Cool. Cool, I can't oh, I can't do that. Shoot. I'm about to get destroyed. Well, I have a lot of health. You got another one? Nice. Who'd you get a sub for? Congrats. Alright. This isn't too bad. I can... Oh, shoot. That's a weird navigation. I think I'm going to replace it with... arrow keys. Polar Bruno. Yeah, I can't navigate here either. Okay. Well, I think I'm going to call it for tonight. I've obviously got some stuff I got to work through. I think I'm going to go back to... I think I'm going to pass in arrow keys in here instead of all this mess. This works pretty decently, but when I have the more complicated menus, it doesn't work as good as my arrow keys, and therefore I'd rather just use arrow keys. Pretty wild, though. And then... yeah, I know. I get it. I've way overstayed my welcome. Let me find someone here to raid. Thanks everybody for hanging out, though. If you're not part of the Discord, actually, let me paste the link. Join the Discord. Here, actually, we talked about this last time. When I go to invite, okay. This was previously set, never expire. Watch this. 7 days. I don't get it. Yeah, I'll probably raid Seashell Studio. That's pretty good. Here is the Discord, though. Link, I'll drop it in the chats, the various chats. You know, here's the wish list on Steam. Feel free to do that. C Films, okay, I can raid C Films. Let's see. Films, also C Film, Seashell. That's pretty cool. Okay, let's see who we got. Well, let me see if I can find him. Who's it? C Films? Alright, rating C Films. Alright, thanks everybody. We'll chat soon. And yeah. Have a good night. Have a good weekend.